Yeah.
How old are you?
11. You're welcome, monster.
Control, all systems are go.
Flight deck, engaging new Wi-Fi in 3, 2, 1.
We're live and lag-free.
It's the fastest, most reliable high-speed Wi-Fi in the sky.
So it's Wi-Fi that actually works?
Affirmative.
Copy. That's one giant leap for in-flight Wi-Fi. Did we mention it's free?
It's round 2.
The job is only stations.
Stanley Cup playoffs continue Sunday on ESPN. ESPN app.
The playoffs continue this weekend on ABC. Only winners can prevail. Thunder Lakers Saturday and Knicks 76ers Sunday on ABC and the ESPN app.
You're watching the NBA playoffs presented by Google. It's New York City for the conference semifinals. Look at live Chipotle. Opening weekend of the WNBA's 30th season. Games for you Saturday afternoon on ABC and ESPN. At 8 o'clock on the finger, Nate Beckers and AC Fun and Wings at 1 Eastern. Then the defending champion Aces host the Mercury in the final 3 match. Coverage gets off with WNBA countdown at 12:30. See the 3-point numbers. And give the Knicks right now some credit here. Weathering this. It gets half. 4 minutes to go, all tied up. There's an offensive storm. It's Hurricane Nancy. That's the key. It's in. George, an excellent first half. He kind of set the tone in the first couple of minutes of the game. That's
100% he did, but that's what they need. When Joel Embiid is out, yes, there's not going to be a player that can offset that. But everybody gets 6, 7 more shots. When you get 6, 7 more shots from Paul George, he's playing with an extra level of confidence. World is irreplaceable. Those shots that he takes are replaceable. And they're going to Paul George and they're going to Tyrese Maxey.
hard. Hart was just totally aggressive with his reaching right there. Paul George had the basketball literally behind him, and Josh Hart was reaching all the way across his body to try to impede him. Very smart play by Paul George once he steps that. Just go up through the contact, and they got a very lucky roll. This is steps up, 3 corners, to the ball. Let's go time for the rebound. This looks like push once again. 1-3 to play in the second. 2 off the bounce. Stuck on its hip. Rice struggling a little bit. He's very off his hip. Try to grab another rebound. Gets back on the ball. It's better than it's 7 for a champion. Well, that's their first foul in the second quarter. That's why you hear a whole car in a row on that foul. An inconsequential foul. But at the end of the day, that's what the whole cheering is for. 3 throws in the second quarter. Chance for Philadelphia. Knicks have not been to the line. Sixers in home. On the bottom of the contact. Chance for home. Boxing out with Philadelphia. And the Knicks used to have a either pound or Robinson on the floor. That's why you don't see any activity on the glass. That's basically 5 to 4 charges in the center boxing Bench players, Sixers beating up their defensive left. Thompson defended that time. It's a rebound. Really taken away. Holds on. Finds Maxson. Maxson blows back again. Small Maxson. Hoping to beat its run on the sidestep line. It's all up coming in. 15 from Brunson. Sixers offense has been strong, except for the turnovers. 9 of them. Hooks it away. Steps back. Trying to save it. He does get right to edges. Hit the heart. Finds out another is the trail. It's a situation. Spins. He played almost the entire first half. It's they on the floor, and it's only the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
We talked about the thick pressure defense. So much has been made about their offensive limit. The smallest guy on the floor. It's an easy layup from playing the passing lane. And then here, it's the secondary transition. How hard you can see him turn on the Jets because he spots the lane. That's what that secondary transition does. You get a guy like OG Anunoby, who's 6 for 10.
Brunson will take it out of bounds. Paul George back in. Brunson finds Josh Hart. Edgecombe's done a good job on his ball tonight. Hart drops it, goes inside, makes it home. On his first points. He wanted to have one. He wanted to have 10 goals right now. He affects it. Shots up in the air, got it. That's first field goal, and that big play out there. Would like to go 2 for 1 here. Makes it against the last shot of that. It's the largest lead of the first half for the Knicks. George misses. Bowler keeps it alive. Edgecombe gets inside and banks it in.
I don't know if there's pound for pound. It's good as DJ Edgecombe. He might be a 6'4" guard, but he's got the athleticism. When he's fine, he looks like he's about 6'8" out there.
About a 3.5-second different shot clock, game clock. Runs it against the rookie. Spins. That's up short. He thought he was fouled. Ball comes the other way. Edgecombe shot clock turned on. No bounce to give. Edgecombe fires away. Puts it in. DJ Edgecombe nails a 3-pointer. There's a foul after. I believe they're just looking to count the bucket. And this one will be free throws. Yeah, the basket counts. Runs a little shaken up. And the Sixers will back up by 2. Got what they wanted. This look for Edgecombe. The open court, you see right there, Bona just runs right through Jalen Brunson. That's 3 fouls on Bona.
Now, this is what we know. Brunson does a very good job of just stepping in. And so, why are you laughing so hard?
You don't really see guys drawing charge or the box out. Very often, like he just did. He wasn't even trying to box it out.
He likes that low.
Yeah, it's smart. It's a smart play by Brunson, but you don't see that very often. You don't see it. Who are you winking at?
America.
Well, he's smart. You know what I always think? If he's winking, it must be a miracle around something. This is the first free throw in the second quarter for the Knicks. And Brunson misses that. Sixers got a delay of game penalty. And second one would result in one shot technical. Brunson here in the first half, 15 points.
Do you like that charge?
I like the charge.
Yeah, that Brunson down. Well, I know it's not a charge because it's an offensive.
It's smart. It's the funny question. Just put his body up. Like, typically, you'll see a guy maybe try to face guard box out. He wasn't doing that. What did he do? Bona wasn't going to stop. 3-point deprivation. No fouls to give. Edgecombe. Hands away. Puts up the 3. Come on. And that ends the very Sneak competitive first half. Tyrese Maxey was brilliant. 19 points. Runs it upwards to Tyler Ford. Coming out of the presented by Hyundai with Ernie. Draymond Green joining Kenny and Charles. After losing by 39 in game one, without Joel Embiid, the Sixers with a strong first half. 2 quarters complete here in game two. Philly up by 1.
Personalized service plus our award-winning app, State Farm gives you the attention you need. Makes me feel seen and celebrated. Just like an NBA player. Just like an NBA player. Whoa. We can skateboard. Sorry, please don't. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'm always one step ahead. One step ahead on the field, and one step ahead with my oral health by preventing problems before they start with Colgate Total. I'm even one step ahead by pre-recording this voiceover since I knew I'd be mid-brush and stay one step ahead with Colgate Total.
Holy smokes. You know, it's so good at us.
Tell me about it. It's real inferno down here. I'm burnt out.
Here, try a Red Bull. It's devilishly good.
Red Bull? Oh, that tastes heavenly. Wait a minute. What's that?
I forgot about that.
Wings? Wings. I can't have wings.
Popeyes wraps are bad. They're crunchy, tender with pickles, lettuce, and cheese all wrapped in a tortilla. Personally, Louisiana flavor. Just $3.99. Pick them up today.
Thanks, Gecko.
Geico works hard to find you the right home insurance. So I'm here working hard for you too.
Anything else down there?
This is old Chris.
Too slow. It feels good to find what you're missing. It feels good to Geico.
Imagine if I wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Prevention is critical. That's why I recommend Colgate Total.
It's 15 times more effective at fighting the root cause of oral health problems. Prevent problems before they start.
She was adored by everyone, except her cat, until she tried Sheila, ignored too cool.
Cat getting too cool. New Temptations dry cat food.
Game one of the series was a New York blowout. They led by 23 at the half of that one. Tonight, different story. Philly, no Joel Embiid, but plenty of Tyrese Maxey. And the Sixers trying to knock this series in a game apiece and lead it by a digit at 24 minutes. NBA halftime is presented by only Ernie Jones. Chuck, Kenny, Draymond Green in for Shaquille O'Neal, who was on assignment. What's that? I have no idea. But it's no assignment. Sounds pretty good to say he's on assignment. On assignment. I wonder what he's doing. I have no idea. He didn't even call it. I sure does look
The three for me only at Chili's is now available with the big crispy chicken sandwich that's so big the McDonald's McCrispy has nowhere to hide. Oh, never mind. It was hiding right there. Hey, little fella. This Chili's three for me is the best $10.99 you can eat. See ESPN app. Your home for the NBA Finals.
NBA Halftime is presented by the all-new Hyundai Palisade. Visit HyundaiUSA.com.
Here's on the injury report. He's been a questionable all day. Word is Anthony Edwards available for the Timberwolves. Also amazing. Get ready to the bed out there. Yeah, that's set. That's definitely set. 100%. Way to go, Skyrim.
Protecting what you care about is important to you, so it's important to Allstate. That's why we have a plan to protect just about anything, like this car. And this awesome bike. The stuff in that apartment you're renting, it's protected. This golf cart, it's protected. And now worry, that phone's protected too. Protection for just about every part of life, no matter what kind of life you have. If it's important to you, it's important to us. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Steve. John, they say with Lavazza, you'll become a maestro. Yeah, maestro of coffee. So it's nothing to do with music. It's just coffee. Coffee. Shall I go again? Please tell me.
Enjoy the pleasure of a masterfully crafted coffee and feel like an Italian barista at home.
It's my
Discover Lavazza blends now.
I need that one. That is my G flat.
Because sometimes we feel guilty. Give more love than humanly possible when you feed a Hill scientific approval formula. Because you're only human. There's Hills.
Don't get $6 meal deals. Get a medium hot or iced coffee, 6 crispy golden hash browns, and a delicious bacon, egg, and cheese. That's Dunkin's $6 meal deal. Deal for everyone.
Summer's here, and with the new Toyota, you can do all the things that make summer summer. Take a Grand Highlander and go root for the home team. Then newlyweds over the Camry. Congrats. Thanks. Or catch waves to the round fork. Still got it.
Buy a spacious Grand Highlander with special 4.99% APR financing, or get special low APR financing on all new 2026 RAV4.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
It's our shoes. You lost in space. What's secret girls? Who knows Paul?
And I will allow
It's not a photo shoot.
sorry, this is going to be excellent. Then you wouldn't be able to give us right.
Girl, that's the easiest way.
Space High.
That's not
It's going to bring
Attack and transition. Close up the front door attachments. Okay? Your hands make sure we get them all. Head up for holding the ball. Our weak side has to be quick. Push it in transition. On two, push it transition. Wait the next ball. Playoff coaching. If you're in game 2, you're watching the NBA playoffs. This is what I call NBA sitting for the conference semifinals. Number 5, triple play. Third quarter set to begin. Sixers up by 1. And you see the shooting for Philadelphia's three-point shooting for excellent. Getting to the free throw line. And also, beautiful first half. Look at the first half stats brought to you by Holmes. Back here at courtside, Richard Jefferson seemed like a really green on hand. This is almost joining us shortly. All right, let's start. Richard, what did you like about this response from the Sixers?
Well, what I loved about it is their intensity. Obviously, no Joel Embiid. They started playing faster. Paul George especially. He set the tone and really set the table for the rest of the team. I think right now the three-point disparity is huge. So the Knicks have to do a better job closing down the mid-point line for really and also make sure to throw. This is the team that is number one in the NBA in three-point shooting in the postseason. Only 3 for 12 in that first half. Anthony Towns only 15 minutes and 3 fouls. It's Robinson. Sixers has made a great response in the first round after getting blanketed by the Celtics. 3-6-9. Brothers getting all done. But lost by 32 to the Celtics. Game 1 came back and won game 2. Let me check out Lisa Salters.
Yeah, Michael, that first half was like a Travis. The Sixers was the case. But Michael, I would say he was good. He wanted his next team to get out there and practice, you know. But he was not just critical to try to talk about. It was very oriented. He pointed it out again tonight. He said, you don't want to be talking about the refs, what it is there, and I don't really know what to do about it. He's something to get the offense back on track over the catch. And I'm not going to look for it. But again, he wasn't happy with the foul that I can't take it.
Matthew Sexton there with an excellent pass on the first possession. It's going to be consistent. That's been in Towns, in my opinion. Has to be sharp when those out. And if he gets in the game, Bridges gets an easy look. That's the difference between it's got to be exciting. Can't throw it in just so minutes. Routine in that first half, in essence. It's 16 points. Three. He's got 12 points. So patient. He caught that basketball, tripped it, windows, in that corner, but he did not beat up his rhythm on his feet. It's the pass. Get it. And trouble the rebound. One of the great rebounders of his era. Wild pass. After being out to George. Got Hart. It's already has a technical. He's got to be careful. That's his third personal foul. Yeah, Josh Hart. Got to take the space. What people don't understand, Paul George is 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan. Getting close to him is not good enough. Spins against the run. It's on Hart tries to spin moving and he lost it bounds. He's going to try and put it. That's his first 3 points of the game. Yes, it's the first half. Set the screen. It's up. Yes, inside. Layup. No good. It's something for Andre Drummond. Oh, correct. Thinking about that by four. Maxson drives out Hudson, goes inside, shots there. And he wanted that one-on-one with Brunson, and he ran quickly. It's one of all he needs to bring us to the back. See if New York. They've had some of their great games as a battle. Bridges with 14 is going to be clear. Paul George over the corners away. And George with his 3-quarter.
I tried to tell you, getting close to him is not good enough. And Martin Paul George, you got to get in his body to find him to hit the shot. He lost his balance. The Sixers wanted a triangle. Instead, he gets the foul ball, and so open a chance for a 3-point play. There's checked by the bench. It's a challenge. See Drummond overextending. You have to because Towns has already hit a 3. So you see his weight go forward as soon as he lunges forward. That's when Karl Anthony Towns put his head down, turn the corner. This one, see the Towns already. That's that 3 points from Towns. Third five. He hasn't had that many opportunities for runs in right now. It makes it really good at making sure that has not been the case. And I'll be trying to find where screen George exactly makes it it's a long stride right. It's once again. It's not that hard for us. That's going to be his fourth. I don't understand the ball. Paul's stuck behind the basket. That's when we really need him. Let's hope it's top. Here's Paul. Here's Ryan. Let's not go to the second. Bronson's looking out of laughing. This crowd will take any win they can get. Who's with the broom? That might be the funniest non-basketball thing I've seen in my life. That little boost. Well, I mean, seriously enjoying the incident. Downs, meanwhile, now 5 of 6. Okay, look, sometimes you gotta poke it with a little bit more force than that. Thought he had it the first time. Yeah, you gotta hit it with more force. I'll do it. Give me the broom. Yeah. See, he knows how to hit it with force. That was the cheer. Towns is smooth with the broom. Towns now 16 points. 3 assists. Towns another free throw. Drummond will sit down with 4 fouls. And bonus. Played 13 minutes in the first half. Played well. A bunch of blocks. 7 rebounds. He also had 3 fouls, though. Actually, hands off. Paul George up top. 5 on the 24. Dancing. Pull-up, jump shots. This kid is so impressive. What's crazy is in legs, I know as a shooter you see this, he's almost got a sideways spin on his shot. It's not the normal rotation. You can see the seam on it pretty easily when he lets it go. It doesn't have that traditional, really tight backspin for a shooter, but obviously he's comfortable with that release because he is a threat. Now draws the foul. It's going to be a side-to-side swipe. That's going to be 4 on bonus. Fauna has 4. Drummond has 4. Knicks will take a side out. 13 foul. How many rookies do you know will take their time in ISO, go against the veteran, and just jump up and smooch on? Now watch the sideways spin on that shot. If we can catch it, it just has a different rotation to it. And he's a very good shooter. You oftentimes don't see very good shooters with that type of rotation on the ball.
Stays in with the 4 fouls. Now going right at him. Spins. Nice shot. Is the shot making ability of Karl Anthony Towns. He's got 19-10 already here in the third. It's back to a 1-point game. You got both things now with Philly. 4 fouls. Going to be a problem if they have to go small with Towns on the court. George nails another three-pointer. He's 5 of 10 from long distance. He's been shooting rounds downtown throughout the playoffs. Now, pass inside. Beautiful miscommunication on defense for Philadelphia. Well, they can run their offense through him up there. There's all kinds of downstreams that have to be communicated on switches. Philadelphia did a poor job of it right there. Double team on Maxey. He throws it away. Ananobi deflects it. The loose ball foul's going to go against Paul George. We'll take a timeout. George picks up his third. Foul trouble. Limited Karl-Anthony Towns. Impact in the first half, but you've certainly seen it here in the first 6 minutes of the third quarter. The assist and here playing some power basketball. Down low, Nick's trying to get a little bit of separation. There he is. Back cut, he'll find you all day. Hot dessert Pepsi.
She's got 12 items.
Okay, eyes on your own basket. Young homeowners turning into their parents love rules. Come on, man. Let's go.
Everybody knows you're not supposed to put yard waste in the trash
Let
bin.
go. It's a thing.
There's dedicated RV parking around the back.
No, we're not leaving a note. It's okay. You don't need a ticket. There's no one waiting.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents.
See?
But we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Technically, these onions count as one item.
You're literally the only one who cares.
Yep.
Put a lot on your to-do list. Corona. Playa awaits.
Milo, I need to replace some recessed lighting.
First thing you'll need is a step ladder.
Or a 4-time MVP.
You've got enough voice like Agent Wilson.
Hey, just don't do my salvation.
Oh, there it is. Improving is easy. Close.
NBA stars these days.
They changed the game. It was instant.
That's why DraftKings Live Betting is built for speed. With 4 markets open for more of the game, DraftKings is live when others aren't. So instead of gray, you can be seeing green.
That's money.
Bet on NBA action as it happens with the #1 sportsbook for live betting. DraftKings is the best place to bet the biggest stars in the game. New DraftKings customers turn $5 and $100 instantly in bonus bets. The crown is yours.
$10 for a large. $10 for any free toppings. $10 for your choice of hot crust. Like our new garlic parm hand toss. Because there's crust and then there's hot crust. The crust you crave and $10. Order in the pizza. All right, you're all set.
Thanks, Ted.
Oh, check it out.
Oh, man. I think he's going to do it. This might be a good moment to share. Mom, you seeing this?
Hey, baby, I'm here. Is he gonna dunk it?
No way.
When the connection matters, it has to be AT&T.
Oh, this guy helped me build the deepest trimmed.
Get home internet from AT&T. Now available across the nation.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Tonight's Good Hands Play brought to you by Allstate Lakes. And we talked about the passing of Karl-Anthony Towns. And what he's looking at with his size here in the middle of the floor. He's looking at this guard interchange now. Jalen Brunson's going to come here and flare out. And he's such a threat. Both Sixers defenders go with him. And it leads to a wide open cutback door and easy picking for Karl-Anthony Towns. That's just a miscommunication between Maxey and Esco. They're talking it through right here. You know how lucky he is to have that type of veteran presence. And I know Maxey's still considered a young player, but when you're talking about All-NBA, when you're talking about All-Star, Maxey is him. But that's the same thing that Maxey talked about before the game that Joel Embiid did with him. That's how you keep a rookie's energy and excitement up. Brunson goes reverse. Saxon home. He wanted a foul. The time is 79. 18 points for Brunson. Just past the midway point here in the third. Paul George having a big game. Pulls back. Contested shot way off. He thought he got hit. Richards will rebound. Anthony Towns looking for someone to throw pass to. Now puts it on the floor, gets past Barner, goes inside, stumbles, kicks it out. Hart passes up the three, throws it up top to Brunson. Shot clock at 3. Brunson fires away 3 pointers. Yes. George gets double teamed. And over with the ball. Makes inside the drive. Throws it back up top of the right. They can't get it. Hart the rebound. Nice pass off shots here. It's Hart to the front court. Falls down. Pounds face. Pounds drives inside. Good ball right now. Look, you're in the area. Notice that Anthony Towns is. And you want to get a hand up, and you cannot get so overextended that you're giving up. You straight line drive. Well, how do you pressure him and avoid those passes? You have to impact his passes. He's 6'11", long wingspan. Only they can have one hand. They have to get up to him. That's where they become a problem. If you pressure him, he has the ability to drive that. But you can get up on him while also understanding you can have some weight back. Is that his legs? Listen, I know this. He's beating him repeatedly with the same move because Drummond and Bowman now are overextending to such an extent. It's easy for him to get much shoulder into the game. He's also beating them with the pass. So which one are you going to choose? Well, I'm not going to give them too easy because both of ours. Now you can make a shot. Now you're yelling. Now you're yelling. Maybe not both of them. It's my first time. 16 minutes into the game. Season. Some chances of the game. Thanks. Sneaks inside. That's the line. Challenge himself. He's and that's the lead. It's all let's contact in game 7. It's great person over there. To say that it's that referees have changed that call. That was called in game 7. That's going to be called in Challenge. Sit down. 4 fouls. Mexico is really small. Both teams are very small. All the injured 4 foul playing centers that just came in. Ready to split field the Sixers. Clearly, we can find out how we play with Washington. Scott was saying because they get the league back in the day. Some of those long arms. We're up by 1. Once you find out and else, now what was inside that? Not Bryant's. Free throws, OG and an open. Bryant's checking out the replays. He picks up his second. So 14 and 17 from the line. Sixers 16 and 22. I got to check out the game written by Microsoft 365 with Copilot. Second game of the doubleheader coming up from San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs trying to even up the series. What a victory for Minnesota. It's game 1 on the road. Bear continues his excellent offensive game. One of the elite defenders. Should absolutely be an NBA All-Defensive team this year. Ryan sits aside, keeps that drill, pulls it back up top. Actually, in Bridges one-on-one. That's a full shot. Shot clock winding down. Up the right hand and over. 14 turnovers of Phillies. Hudson thought about a pass. Now he has Harlow on. A reset as 4 minutes to go here in the third. Runs a double. Shaman, extra pass, goes inside the heart. And travel.
You got to give credit to Marlowe there. You know Jalen Brunson was looking for space for that three-point shot. Even backed up on him. Marlowe does a good job of not giving up that space and ultimately forcing a turnover on the other side.
First turnover in the third quarter for the Knicks. And an offensive foul on a moving screen. Marlowe looking for an explanation. Marlowe starting 59 games this year, obviously with all the injuries. Paul George on a 25-game suspension for that banned medication that he took. So Marlowe played well, plays active, plays hard. Big minutes here, game 2. Thanks, Hunter Graham. And an Obi drives inside. Pulls up, runs it off, and backs it all. Right there. Same thing. Get by the first defender. That's a great jump stop. Understood he had a size advantage. He could just go up and shoot a soft shot off the glass. Drives again, goes baseline. Barlow picks it up and throws it down. Barlow with his first points. It's one of those active bench players who seems to be in the right place, right time because of how hard he plays. And I know be back to Brunson. Brunson drives out Barlow. Gets inside. Back shot, missed it. Well defended as George comes the other way. Really has numbers. Dangerous pass. Drives off the bounce. Stripped by Hart. Maxson in the corner ball. Right back to Maxson. Stumbled a little bit. Double team. Barlow gets it back. Shot clock winding down. Extra pass. Oh, the catch for three. It's good. That's come from the corner. And it's a 2.6 lead. And it's great offense. And it started with the pass and chase by Maxey. He threw two to the left corner, which meant you had numbers if you could get to the weak side. That's been 3 of 4 for three. He's got 17 points. Runs it again on Barca. Well defended. And Obi Hawks. Foul on Paul George. It'll be the fourth on George. He doesn't like it. It'll be free throws for Ananobi. Philadelphia matching in this offense is the hair. Three-player strong, too. That's what Maxey does. And then the unselfish awareness of great rise. At Farmers, we know compromises can be compromising.
How far is this line? You couldn't think of something a little closer? It'll be fine. It's a walking distance. Great. If we jog, we might make it in time for the encore.
Sometimes saving a few bucks just isn't worth it in the long run. If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you can get quality and savings. Unless you want to get your steps in.
We are farmers. Popeye's wraps are back. That crunchy tender with pickles, lettuce, and cheese, all wrapped in our buttermilk tortilla. Bursting with bold Louisiana flavor for just $3.99. Pick them up today.
There's a car barreling towards me, but all I can think about is how stuck I've been trying to get out of bed.
Should I be wearing a helmet? Everybody else should be wearing helmets.
But seriously, saving any money feels impossible.
You've been doing great. And you always have your big financial friend to help you navigate your finances.
My finances are turning around.
Experian, your big financial friend, is always by your side.
Man.
And these things holds the box. He says. And my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. When we're out together now. I'm Max.
I've got something to tell you. I have cancer. That one word can change everything. But there are 2 words that can change cancer. Clinical trials. us. 2 words that anyone can wipe out. Because we're real against it. We need all the help we can get.
Thursday, the NBA playoffs are on the time. It's 5 o'clock semifinals with the Game 2 doubleheader. First at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, the Cavs battle the Pistons. Then at 9:30 Eastern, the Lakers meet the Thunder. Charge the NBA playoffs presented by Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. It's on Prime. I've got another WWE Premium Live event coming your way Saturday, 6 Eastern. As Backlash comes to Tampa, available this week on the ESPN app with the ESPN Unlimited plan. 2-point lead for the Sixers, 1:49 remaining third quarter here in Game 2. Let's take a look at tonight's star performance brought to you by All in the Ring. You know, the matchup in this series are two all-star point guards. Tyrese Maxey and Jalen Brunson. Look at these two players, the impact they have on their team, but also the fan bases. They're the faces of their respective franchise. Everything you want in a franchise player. They've got the talent, character, leadership. And for longtime fans, obviously it's a joy knowing you've got one of those special players. But for the kids, these two are who you fall in love with the game. The reason you fall in love with the game for your team as well. And you look around MSG, you see all the number 11 jerseys. Then you go down to Philadelphia in their arena, and you see all the 0 jerseys for Maxey. These two franchises, they're in such great hands. And not only are the franchises in great hands, the NBA is in hands.
No, I couldn't agree more. What's funny is that Knicks fans are going to see a lot of BJ and Tyrese Maxey, and Philly fans are going to see a lot of Brunson. But that's what makes rivalries great. You have great players going against each other consistently.
The turnover, the Bridges, Brunson, on the 3, it's up. Won't go, rebound Anunoby, back up top. McBride just in the game, sidestep 3-pointer. Short, Anunoby, another rebound, back to Brunson. Brunson finds Anunoby, drives a 3-pointer. It's good, 22 points. It's a great. Haven't heard them much with offensive rebounding tonight, but that's one of those examples you can really attempting that on the same possession or eventually going to cash in. On the drive, Bronze, on the finish. Beautiful. And Hart is hurt. A beautiful setup that time. So again, both teams playing with small ball out there here in Game 2. McBride drives on Barlow. Barlow's doing a nice job. Pass, Bridges, shot too strong. And Grimes comes the other way. 2-for-1 opportunity. Grimes gets inside. Grimes slips. Down ball. Hart is holding his left wrist. He's in some real pain right now. He's walking over to the nickname. Hart is one of those guys that rarely wants to come out and what's going on. Foul is on Anunoby. He's second.
I think it might be his thumb. He's been grabbing that thumb ever since the prior possession. Now the trainers are taking a look at it. Of all the digits, that thumb is the one that it will bother you a lot longer.
So bothering him now. Grimes knocks down first.
I've also found that helps when they quickly and make sure it's
Just relax, Junior. Taking time out, 30 seconds left. What a game here in Game 2. He wants to kill that. Breathe. A man is an absolute savage. I like to be savage. That's it. He keeps on this way. Like this. It's the night. See the many something right. How much security do you think we're going to need? Let's go. Let's go like that. Things bigger in Texas. Looks like you wanna go real big too. Asking all big old questions. Doing it all without a big to do. Stuff that's oh, wow, okay. Out of truck. You can explain all your questions. Want to drive? Carmen's. There's Josh Hart getting hurt on that last play. Yeah, that's just bad luck. That's getting hurt. Has his hand down as Grimes is coming out of the air. You can see right here, he just gets caught up basically on the side. Grimes had hard to tell if that's his thumb, his wrist, but obviously in a lot of stress. So Hart taken out. Shabbat comes into the game. Taking over at Hart. He went back to the Knicks locker room. See him on the bench right now. We've had 22 lead changes in this one. Largest lead, 7. Philadelphia had that in the first half. Largest lead here in the second half is just 4. Knicks have done a better job keeping the Sixers off the line this quarter. Just 4 free throw attempts to this point. Brunson double team, fires a pass McBride. Shabbat back to McBride. And a travel. So 8.2 remaining. Plenty of time to get off a shot. Knicks do not have a foul to give. That's the 8th Knick turnover.
Paul George coming in the game to give him another offensive three-point shot. That's just going to space the floor. That's either going to give Tyrese Maxey opportunity. They took Barlow out to bring in Paul George, and now the Knicks are bringing in Sohan for defense.
Doing the wrap, he'll check in. And Obi will be on Paul George. Shamak's guarding Hitchman. And Bridges has to try and slow down Maxey. Maxey using the screen. Maxey gets in the paint. The floater's up. Shot short. Rebound. Bridges launches. Almost went in. Bridges got a good look at it. And the third floater comes to an end. Knicks trying to go up 2-0 here in this best of 7 series. Philadelphia trying to even things up. What a response from the Sixers after getting blown out in game 1. Towns with a big start to that third. We head to the fourth. Sixers by 1 here at Madison Square Garden.
New Sensodyne Clinical Repair is absolutely amazing. When your teeth are sensitive, they need special care. New Sensodyne Clinical Repair creates a protective shield over those exposed areas that can help repair sensitive areas of teeth after 60 seconds. I recommend Sensodyne Clinical Repair.
With the new Sonic Rewards program, things are looking up. Whatever you're craving, you get rewarded for treating yourself. Sign up for the new Sonic Rewards program today and get a free drink or Sonic Smash with minimum purchase. Live free, eat Sonic.
Jack Daniels starts here. From canned spring water to sugar maple charcoal to smooth Tennessee whiskey. Made by those who pour everything into their craft. That's what makes Jack.
I once put my Bet365 sign-up bonus on an 8-leg parlay, but I slayed that octopus big time.
An octopus killed my cousin.
So we both know the struggle.
Bet $10, get $200 in bonus bets.
Geico helps tailor your coverage to fit your business and bottom line. So, Greg, how good does it feel to save on your commercial auto insurance with Geico?
As good as having a green hammer.
You can't touch this. Stop. Hammer time. Break it down.
Just put it up.
It feels good to get your savings on.
It's very helpful.
It feels good to Geico.
Can't touch this.
Cooling down up to 8 times faster? That would be cool. Only at Sleep Number.
Time to check out Playoff Tracker, brought to you by Progressive. Richard.
Tyrese Maxey is picking up his performance from game 1, but OG staying hot. Knicks down by 1 with the 4th to play.
Now at McDonald's, a sausage McMuffin is $1.50. Normally, Coach T is all business, but today she has a sausage McMuffin for the whole team and a tournament to win. Get more value when you order from the under $3 menu.
If you have moderate to severe eczema, Dupixent can help you feel the heal. Some adults saw fast itch relief after first dose and long-lasting clear skin at 1 year. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
While our nation's best are giving their blood, sweat, and tears on the pitch, we'll be sweating right along with them. Michelob Ultra Zero. Superior is brewed here.
Welcome back to the conference semifinals delivered by Chipotle. OG, what impact did getting Cat back on the floor in that third quarter? What impact did getting Cat back have?
It was huge, you know. Came in, made some big shots, great process, played some good defense.
You know that Tyrese Maxey is going to try to put his team on his back in the fourth. What do you have to do defensively against him?
Make it difficult for him. He's a great player, but make it difficult for him. Make them make extra decisions and just contest the shot.
All right, Lisa. Paul George's been a great player for a long time, but he's healthy as he puts up the jumper. That won't go. Nice steal down the other end. Towns has only played 16 minutes. He's got 20 points. He's been in foul trouble. Towns tries to get inside the McBride. McBride fires up a three. In and out. And George the rebound. Got a frustrated playground. They come out of the third quarter break with a design set on the first possession. They turn it over. Possession number 2, a forced three at the end of the clock. Edge goes. Nice move, backs it home. Dominic Barlow having an impact in the second half. Gardner's ground a little quiet to see Hart back on the floor. He thought he was fouled. Ball kicked. Going to be last touched by Alvarado. Josh Hart upset that there was no foul call. Hart already with a technical foul. Alvarado trying to pump up the steam. Maybe a little shove there. Full execution right now for the Knicks here to start this quarter. One quality shot, a couple of turnovers. Maxey, edge comes. Barlow back out drives. The extra pass. George gets a clean look for three. Not that time. Edge comes, ranks the rebound. And Maxey has it. New 14 on the shot clock. Maxey falling away. Can't get it. It's a rebound. Ahead to Alvarado. Dangerous pass. Put the hold on.
Start to wonder how much fatigue could be at play here. Extra minutes for extra guys. There's a higher usage rate for a lot of the Philly players without Joel Embiid.
He misses the three. 3-point lead for the Sixers. Just over 2 minutes gone by in the fourth. McBride tries again. This one goes down from Deuce McBride. He was 0 for 3. And he ties the game. He picked Uncle Zach. Russell, he knew. He put the ball in his hands. He was going to score and let that fly. Maxey calls out a play. Brunson and Anunoby set to check in. Hart bellies up to George. George puts it on the floor. Has the height advantage here. Hart sticks with him. Makes him take a tough shot. That one goes. Towns. Good rebound. Here comes Alvarado. He's looking to get it down to Towns. And a foul away from the ball. There'll be a side out. Grimes picks his third. And Obi checks back in, as does Brunson. Philadelphia a little smaller right now. That's one of the few times we've seen Karl Anthony Towns go down to the post and try to operate down there, establish position. They wanted to throw the instant pass. And Grimes just wrapped him up, keep him from getting a deep catch.
But you see they put Paul George on him. You talked about the bigs pressuring Karl Anthony Towns. And so now they put Paul George on him, and he just pinpoints him, even though he misses the money. But this is the only other defense that Philly can put on Carl Anthony Towns to affect his pass.
Ball out of bounds. Stu McFall's head to shoot. Towns at a point-blank range shot. Couldn't get it to go down.
And this is great. They put a big on you, go outside. They put a small on you, you go on the block.
Ananobi can't hit the three. McBride trying to tip it. Barlow grabs the rebound. How about these important minutes for Dominic Barlow? Maxey pulls up, jumper, got it. Maxey now with 23.
That's tough. When you're going full speed to Tyrese Maxey, you're doing everything you can defensively to try to stay with him and cut him off. He stops on a dime and separates.
Brunson finds some room and shoots it over. Brunson now with 20 points for tying it up. Now Brunson picks up Maxey on the switch. Moves it over to Edgecombe. Time's on the drive. Good help defense from New York. Edgecombe goes back door. Scoop layup, can't get it. Ananobi the rebound. In that tight spot, he catches it. And Stevie knows he can get the ankle. Finally closes it. They fit it here in New York. The NBA Conference semifinals on ESPN. Project Fullback. Real greatness. Real time. Tomorrow. For real. And in part by Google. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. 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 So it's
what's likely easier if I could have everything from the logo? Allow me to assist. It works. Buckets. Now that's a tomato. Sheboygan.
Sheboygan. The match.
P-E-Z-O-L.
From the logo, State Farm with the assist.
Y'all saw what happened to the one.
Major Wilson Show.
And I'm Major Wilson, a.k.a. the realest in the game, a.k.a. three-time champion.
He was not the best at basketball.
Okay.
You were trash.
Okay. Four-time MVP.
It's gonna be the GOAT of the GOATs.
Okay, yeah, the pettiest player in the game always wins. Oh, taking this show on the road.
These are really, really nice.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm after?
You want to be the biggest star in the world?
See it. You can do it.
Michael, rated PG-13.
You plan. Hey Google, what's the fastest way to the pier?
Being obsessed with taste means every ingredient has a purpose. Agave, water, yeast, nothing more. The world's most awarded tequila, proudly poured at the world's best bar.
Where are the hardest arenas to play? The altitude in Denver is no joke.
playing in Denver, you're like, here we are. Welcome to the pressure circuit. Intersection of history, team in Boston.
Maybe the loudest city I've ever stepped foot in my entire life.
Tonight's Chill Performance is brought to you by Coors Light. Lex, what a playoff stretch it's been for OG Anunoby, and he's continued it tonight. 63% from the field in the postseason coming in, and he's 9 for 15 again, and you've seen a variety. The jump shot, a lot of power basketball, the straight line drives. OG Anunoby playing like a star. One more time, turning the corner. Can't cut him off. He's done his part tonight to see if the Knicks can close this out. They haven't had a close game in a while. These last 4 games have been stress-free for the Knicks fans. Edge come to George. George off the bounce. Anunoby trying to stay with him. George shot missed it. Hard for rebound. Rebounding numbers for the game very close. Sixers +3. And a lot of big guys out for both. Towns gets it, stripped and stolen by George. That's why you put Paul George on him. Oubre inside, comes up short, but Anunoby hit him. And Anunoby will pick up his third. Free throws for Kelly Oubre.
I think Nick Nurse heard us arguing, because you were saying the bigs get up and then they get driven by him. So what they do, they put their best defender, that is a small Paul George. He's been all defensive player multiple years. So now he's able to pressure Karl Anthony Towns, take away the pass, but also move his feet when he starts to move.
6 turnovers now for the Knicks this quarter, so a little more careless with the basketball. And Philadelphia has tried to get out and run at every opportunity. Oubre playing in his 32nd playoff game, so he's been in some big playoff games with Philadelphia. Also played in the postseason with Washington. Ties the game with a couple of free throws. All tied up again. Just over 7 minutes remaining here in game 2. Brunson takes it out. Anunoby on a free shot blocked by Barlow. What hustle from Dominic Barlow. His second rejection. Maxey drives. Double team. Kicks it out in the corner. Oubre. That's a 3. Kelly Oubre. He's got 19 points, and the Sixers are back up by 3.
And some people might question having Barlow out there, but his ability to guard 1 through 5 and be able to switch. He's guarding Brunson on multiple plays.
Barlow giving the Sixers huge minutes. Shot clock at 5. Anunoby, Barlow on him. Anunoby gets it, kicks it out hard, tries a 3-pointer. Josh Hart has really struggled from 3 in the playoffs. It's a big one there to tie it up. That's just nerve. That's all that is. You're talking about a guy that hasn't made one tonight, hasn't shot it well in the postseason, but he's built for this moment. Mark's trying to poke it away from George. George puts it on the floor, gets inside, kicks it out. Edgecombe lines up his 3-pointer off the mark. Towns the rebound as they pass the midway part of the 4th. Brunson the drive. Finds Towns. Thought about a 3. Puts it on the floor. The runner, the banker, missed it. Oubre the rebound. Maxey shut off nicely by McBride. He's going to drive in. Towns lurking to help. Oubre in rhythm. That time, rebound almost fell to Hitchcock. Towns got away with one there. He drifted a little too far away from Oubre, who had just hit a 3. Brunson resets. Barlow has done an excellent job defensively off the bench. Brunson tries. He's up. Jump shots. Got it. Jalen Brunson swimming through. Picks him through. And Mike Brown wants timeout. 4:01 remaining. Knicks clinging to a 2-point lead. Well, there's no doubt about who's going to have the ball now for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson getting to his spot and delivering.
Dunkin's $6 meal deal. Get a medium hot or iced coffee, 6 crispy golden hash browns, and a delicious bacon, egg, and cheese. It's Dunkin's $6 meal deal. Deal for everyone.
Mariners on the move. House inside. Slams against the post. He shoots. When we're allowed to dance in the sea. Knock, knock, Capital One Big Guy. I don't want it for Wi-Fi. Sure, Chuck. Our wash machine is also just trying to catch rays. There's no fees or minimums on Capital One checking accounts. What's in your wallet? Natural.
Leads again.
It's really easy to do this.
Yeah. Found that dual action quickly.
Wow.
Easy.
The new quick hit applicator. Fast and easy way to control beans.
Now, hit the ionic 5.